Hey everyone, just wanted to touch base to talk to you guys about the sparring part of the regional tournament coming up in Durham on Saturday, March 23rd. So, if you or your student is a white, yellow, or orange belt, you will be doing either one steps or sparring combinations. White and yellow belts do not need any gear, but orange belts do. If you or your student is a green belt, you'll be doing the tournament sparring, and I'll talk about that in just a second. So, first of all, with the one steps, we do one steps and combinations and the continuous sparring in a double elimination format. So if you're familiar with, say, basketball, you've seen the way the brackets are set up. We do a modified double elimination version of that. So everybody will do their we will say spar for everybody. Everybody will spar at least twice. And if you win your first match, you stay in the top bracket. If you don't, then you'll go down to what we call the silver bracket, which is the lower bracket, and you'll spar or do your one steps again. And then depending on the number of competitors in your division, that may be as many as you do. Of course, if you win, you keep going until the final winners are selected. Now, the way that we do one steps is that two people will be called out at a time. And if you remember from the first video that I did, we talked about there's 3 judges. So these judges will each have little clickers, little metal clickers. And if you're doing one steps, juniors do 3, adults do 5. The competitors will take turns doing their one steps one at a time. So, they do number 1, and then the other person does number 1, and then the judges are going to click the one they think is has the better one step or combination. For combinations, it's the same format, but they're wearing sparring gear. Now, when you're doing one steps, of course, it's a static thing. So one person's just going to be doing a punch, the other person's doing the one step. There's no movement, there's no defense involved. So what the judges are going to be looking for are things like, are the one steps done correctly? Are the techniques being targeted to the correct area? Ideally, we would like to see students getting within a couple of inches of any punch or kick, and you can block gently, you can block the hand out of the way for the actual one step. So the person that the judge feels like does the best one step will get one click, and then we go on and on all the way through all of the one steps or combinations. Now, for point sparring, that is a 1-minute continuous match. The judges again have clickers, and they will be scoring the students based on gentle contact to the target area. There are different points for different techniques. So a kick or punch to the body is 1 point. A kick to the head is 2 points. A punch to the head is only 1 point. And then the more advanced you get with the techniques, the higher the points are. So a spin or a jump would be 2 to the body, 3 to the head. A jump spin is 3 to the body, 4 to the head. So the more advanced the technique, the higher the score that somebody can get. So we do encourage people to do as many techniques as they can with control to the correct target areas. And target areas are from the belt up, from the seam of the uniform forward. Now, if somebody makes contact to an illegal target area, that's below the belt, to the back, or to the face, they get a warning. The only exception to the below the belt is if it's a black belt sparring with a black belt, because leg checks are legal for black belts. So there's no points involved, but it's just a kind of a distraction for the competitor. So that is not a warning for black belts, as long as we can tell that it's a clean, clear leg check. At the end of 1 minute, then the judges will call time, and they will throw up the hand of the winner. Now, I mentioned the warnings. In the event of a warning, the competitor who was the one who had the warning done on them will receive 1 point. And then if at 2 warnings, the other competitor gets 2 points, 3 warnings, and then the other competitor wins. So it's very important. We're very very strict about making sure that everything is done safely and everybody has a good time and it's a very positive experience. So, that being said, we do want for parents to cheer their children on, but it has to be done in a very positive way. So, you can say things like, great job, keep going, you're doing awesome, but you should not ever do anything that would seem disparaging to the other partner or seem aggressive. In other words, you don't want to be yelling, get them or kick them in the head or punch them to the students. Don't say anything that you wouldn't want said about your child. That's an easy way to remember it. So after the winner is selected, their name will go into the bracket, and then they will come up to spar again. And then again, this continues on until we have 4 winners, first, second, third, and fourth, all receive a medal. So if you have any questions, like I said before, feel free to reach out. I know that there's a lot to going to a new event, but one of the biggest things I want to emphasize is that we just want everybody to have a good time and to meet some new people. It's really not about getting the medals. It's really more about learning something, becoming a better martial artist, and having a good time. So with that being said, feel free to reach out if you have any questions. You can also talk to our program directors or instructors when you come into the Taekwondo school. I look forward to seeing you at the upcoming regional tournament. Have a great day.